inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A give to Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And some space here. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Chubb again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the number 1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll run. Here's Harris. A nice move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Back Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Just like that. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Touchdown, defense.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
They'll look to throw here.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to
Boy, thank you for pausing the game, because I've been trying to do that shit. Johnny got to go. This nigga holding me, man. Fuck! Nigga overthrowing everybody.
accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check safety, check safety.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Joe Tryon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joe Tryon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll set up a throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And they'll run on the inside handoff, and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
55 is mine, guys. 55. You ain't going nowhere.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They're going to try and throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to under pressure. They got him again. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hardman to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
31's the mic. 18, Sponge, no.
He's going to go up top again. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ingram, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
It's a give to the right. Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. On the counter, Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, Ingram. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Room here to run. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time out of Chubb.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Ricky.
Now Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Browns, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.